In this video, we'll discuss how you can adjust the dynamic pacing calendar based on your district or campus calendar. Once you've located the dynamic pacing calendar in instructor headquarters, you'll need to decide which version you'd like to use. For the purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to use the Google Sheets version. I'll start with the traditional schedule calendar, but I'll also show you the alternating block schedule at the end of this video. If you're using the Google Sheet version, it will take you to a template that you can make a copy of. It'll be saved to your Google Drive, and if you download the Excel version, it'll be saved on your device. There are 3 tabs at the bottom of this document. The first one describes how to use the document. The second tab is where you will make adjustments based on your school or district calendar. And the third tab is the actual dynamic pacing calendar. Any changes that you make in the second tab will be reflected here, so you won't be making any edits on this last tab. In the Dates tab, you should first adjust your school start date. Then you can add or remove holidays and non-instructional days in column H. You'll want to add any testing days here as well, such as PSAT, benchmarks, or STAR testing. As you make adjustments to these green columns, the calendar will change. You'll want to make sure that you're able to finish the fall units, which are units 1 through 4, before winter break, and the spring units 5 through 8 before the end of April. If you have extra time in your semester, you can adjust the length of your units. If you have more time in your semester, you can change and increase these numbers. If your semester is running over, you may need to trim a few days from these units. Column N has the recommended windows, so if you adjust column K, you can still see what the original number was. Now let's take a look at the alternating block calendar. This works nearly the same way as the traditional calendar, but it's set up to skip every other day. The units are also about half as long to compensate for a longer class period. You should still adjust your school start date, and you can also indicate if your on-ramps physics course is on an A day or a B day. Then you can adjust the holidays and non-instructional days in column J, and adjust the unit lengths in column M as needed. To receive CPE credit for this module, you'll be asked to upload or share your dynamic pacing calendar. If you have any questions, please reach out to OnRamp support or attend an upcoming drop-in office hour.